Alright, so in the previous video we have seen how to run our server, and so yeah, I think I have misspelled server, so let's remove this E. Okay, so let's try to add some log terminal stylings using colors package, and let's see how to use .env to access our environment variables as well. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is to create a separate file called config.env. So this .env stands for Node environment variables. So this uh, specific file will be uh, a very secured file, which means you don't need to expose this file to your development team or maybe to the common public, because this may contain secret keys or any other connection string that you may require to connect specific servers. So those stuff will be confidential. Therefore, these environment variable won't be exposed to the public. Therefore, I can specify this stuff in my .gitignore file. Therefore, this stuff uh, inside this config.env file won't be pushed to your Git repository, right? So yeah, for now those changes won't be applied because I'm not going to do any Git configuration stuff. But later on we are going to do that as well. So when we are going to do that, you will see this file won't be pushed to our repository. Anyway, so inside this config.env file, we can specify what are the environment variables that we require. So for now, I need two environment variables. The first thing is Node.env. So this Node.env basically we are going to use to distinguish the development pipeline and the production pipeline, which means if we are going to do the development related stuff, then our code bases will be act as it is required for the development, and when we are going to switch to the production, it will be switched back to the production level, and it will do certain stuff with respect to that pipeline. So in order to distinguish those two different ways, we can use environment variable. So I will make a comment as well. So this can be either development or production. Okay. So for now I'm at the development stage, so I will specify it as development. And if you remember in the server.js file, we have specified this port number. So usually we can specify this port inside our env file as well. So I will simply put port 3000 over here. Right. So now we can access these config files within any of our server.js file. But in order to specify that, we have to use this .env object, and we are going to config it by using that config.env file. Right, now I can access any sort of environment variable specified over here. So in order to showcase that, I will simply log another line which is let's say process.env.node.env. So this is the way you are going to access this specific uh, environment variable configurations. So first you have to specify process and env and the configuration variable name, right? So in my case it is node.env, but as you can see it says it is undefined. because whenever I specify a new configuration variable over here, I have to restart my server manually. Uh, so once I restart it manually, uh, yeah, still it doesn't showcase anything. Simply because I think the way I print this variable. So instead of that, let me put it in this way. Process.env, not env. Okay. Uh, okay, so I don't know what is the error. So okay, so when you are specifying this configuration file, it needs to be a JSON format, which means you have to put this curly bracket and you have to specify the path as config.tn. So once you did that, you will see you will access your configuration variable like this. In that way, I can access this port variable as well. So instead of directly applying, specifying my port number like this, I will use the port number I have specified in my uh, configuration file. So therefore, it will be applied like this. And in case if I forgot to specify port number over here, I can manually specify my port number like this as well. So this symbol stands for Boolean or notation. Right? Yeah, so you can see now our service is running and it is run under development mode. So we can add some custom color stylings to these console logs by using these colors uh, package as well. So let's see how to do that. So I will simply remove this log and I will remove this as well, and instead of that I will use this backtick notation. Then we can use variables inside this paint string. So let's say server is running now on port port as uh, process.tnv dot node env mode. So it will render this line. So service running on port 3000 as development mode. So it is more convenient for the developer as well. And we can add custom stylings. So let's say I'm going to make this console log as cyan color. So I can specify it as like this. So colors dot sign and put a bracket over there as well. So you can see now the color has been changed to this cyan color. So there are several colors you can use. So if you want, you can make it as yellow or maybe let's say red. So any color you want. So okay. So in my case, I will make it as simply yellow. Right. So I think those are the stuff that I wanted to cover in this tutorial. So basically we have used environment variables and we have used colors package as well. Okay, so in the next video I will showcase more stuff. So yeah, thank you.